Good morning, guys. Today I want to talk about false miracles and false prophets. There's many scriptures in the Bible that talk about this, at least greater than 14, greater than 20. There's a lot. Matthew 24:24, Jesus says, "For false messiahs and false prophets will appear and perform great signs and wonders to deceive." So obviously these false teachers are going to be able to do false miracles. For me, when I was into Hinduism and I had a guru, I surrendered completely to this guru. For anybody who knows what that relationship is like, your guru becomes your father, your mother, your friend, your brother, your lover. Any relationship, that's what he is to you. When I was following this guru, I loved him. I loved him so much I thought, I won't be able to love another woman to this extent. So while I'm following this guru, I had many experiences in meditation, including Kundalini awakening, astral travel on this plane of reality and into other planes. I experienced many seemingly divine feelings of spirits of love, ecstasy, bliss, all these things. I experienced them. I don't say that to brag. I say that because I want you to know that I experienced those also. So this went on for a couple of years. One night in meditation, the Holy Spirit showed up. And how did I know it was the Holy Spirit compared to the other spirits I had been involved with? I know because he felt so clean and pure and holy. Most importantly, this Spirit, the Holy Spirit, declared the glory of Jesus, declared Jesus is Lord. No other spirit that I had encountered before that had done that. So I knew this one was far different. In Ephesians, it says that after Jesus was resurrected, he took his seat in heaven far above every other name, every other entity, every other power. Not a step above, but far above. And it was clear to me in that night that this Spirit was far above any other spirit I had encountered. The Holy Spirit didn't show up with flashing lights, didn't show up with Kundalini awakening, didn't show up with ideas of enlightenment. The Holy Spirit showed up in power and declared his glory and his glory alone. I've talked to a few people who say, well, I experienced the Holy Spirit, but I call it mother or it or source or any number of other things. This is not the same Spirit. When the Holy Spirit shows up, he declares the glory of Jesus. Period. End of story. Nothing else. When you experience that, you won't call him an it. So after I experienced this, now keep in mind, I was madly in love with this guru. After I experienced this, over the next 2 months, the Holy Spirit began to reveal to me the falsehoods and the false teachings of what this guru was speaking. And imagine my distress. I recognize the truth in Jesus. I recognize where I need to walk towards. But my feelings were tied up into this guru. So when I made the decision to walk away from all these other things to follow Jesus, it wasn't necessarily an easy process. I had to give things up, and at times I gave things up that I felt like I was dying. I was ripping things out of myself that I felt like I was dying. In Jeremiah 14:14, it says, "Then the Lord said to me, the prophets are prophesying lies in my name. I have not spoken to them. They are not prophesying to you. False visions, divinations, idolatries, and the delusions of their own minds. Guys, every other teacher that is not declaring the glory of Jesus is false. If he says anything subtly different than Christ came in the flesh, was crucified, and rose again in body, he is not of God. So I urge you to get into the scriptures, to get into the Bible and see it for your own self. Test the spirits. Whatever spirit you're encountering, make it confess Jesus as Lord. And if he doesn't, it's not of God. 1 John 4, 1 through 3. Dear friends, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God, because many false prophets have gone out into the world. This is how you can recognize the Spirit of God. Every spirit that acknowledges that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh is from God, but every spirit that does not acknowledge Jesus is not from God.